name is I fought against Hitler in the reign World War II. I was born on September 16, 1902 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My parents were William and Georgina Fish. I have three older siblings, Harriet, Marion, and Margot. I went to the University of Wisconsin in Madison and earned my degree in English. In 1925, I stayed on at the university to teach while also working on my master's degree. This is where I met my husband, Arvid Harnack, a young German student. In 1926, Arvid and I were married and I earned my master's degree. When Arvid finished school, he returned to Germany and I joined him in 1929. While I studied for my third degree in Germany, Hitler and the Nazi Party grew stronger and pushed their beliefs on others. Arvid and I hated the laws that Hitler created, so we formed a resistance group called the Red Orchestra. We wanted to force Hitler from power and return peace to Germany. So we told the truth about the Nazi Party in the radio ads and flyers. In 1939, World War II broke out in Europe, and I continued to fight against Hitler and the Nazi Party. I also helped people escape Germany and the Nazis. During this difficult time, I did manage to earn my PhD in 1941. Arvid was frightful for our safety and tried to send me away from Europe, but I refused. In 1942, Arvid went outside to the house and was captured and returned with armed secret police, and both of us were arrested. December 1942. We were both found guilty and Arvid was sentenced to death. While I was supposed to go to prison, he was hung, and after that, Hitler declared to hold another trial where I was sentenced to death. I was beheaded on February of 1943. I was the only person that Hitler declared to put to death by beheading. Arvid and I risked our lives to share secrets with the U.S. and the Soviet Union so that Hitler and the Nazi Party could be defeated. We believe in fighting for our people's rights and doing the right thing. World War II ended in 1945, and some people believe that as a single individual played a role in changing history and saving many lives. In 1986, Wisconsin declared September 16th to be Mildred Fish Harnack Day to honor my heroic actions.
Hi, I am Rosa Parks. I am famous for not giving up my seat and being a part of the Civil Rights Movement. I was born in Tuskegee, Alabama, February 4th, 1913. My mom and dad are Leona McCauley and James McCauley. I have one brother. His name is Sylvester. My childhood was rough. When I was going to and from school, I often got hurt because white kids threw stuff at me. I did not go to college. I went to a high school run by Alabama State Teachers College for Negroes. I did not graduate. I left school to take care of my sick mom and grandmother. I got married to Raymond Parks. We had two kids, James and Leona. I was a part of the Civil Rights Movement and to try to get African Americans to have the same rights as white people did. I didn't think it was fair for African Americans to have to give up their seat on a bus for white people. So one day I refused to give up my seat on the bus. I was arrested. This sparked a bus boycott called the Montgomery Bus Boycott. Many African Americans and some white people refused to ride the bus until all was treated fairly. This lasted for 13 months and ended when the Supreme Court ruled that segregation on a public bus is unconstitutional and had to stop. I died of natural causes when I was 92 on October 24th, 2005. I will always be remembered for refusing to give up my seat on the bus to a white man and for my work of the Civil Rights Movement.
My name is Martin Luther King Jr. I am famous because I stood up to segregation between black and white people by giving speeches. My most famous speech is my I Have a Dream speech. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15, 1929. My parents were named Alberta Williams King and Martin Luther King Sr. I have a brother and sister named Alfred and Christine. I went to Morehouse College at the age of 15. I graduated from Morehouse College at the age of 19. I was also ordained as a minister at the age of 19 in 1948. Then I went to Boston University. When I was at Boston University, I met Coretta Scott. Coretta and I got married June 18, 1953. We had 4 kids, Yolanda, Martin Luther, Dexter, and the youngest kid, Bernice. My house got bombed in 1956 by segregationists in retaliation for the success of the Montgomery bus boycott. I saved the character you grew in the Star Trek series by telling Nichelle Nichols not to quit. She was the only black character in the series. I was also famous for standing up for equal rights. I organized peaceful marches where there were white and black people who wanted to end segregation. I did this from 1954 until my death in 1968. I died April 4th, 1968 because I was shot at the Lorraine Mill in Memphis, Tennessee. I was rushed to St. Joseph's Hospital. I died at 7:05 in the evening in St. Joseph's Hospital. I will always be remembered for standing up for equal rights and being a spokesman and activist in the civil rights movement.
My name is Peter Rizzo. Some people call me Teddy. I was our country's 26th president. I was born in New York on October 27, 1858. My parents' names are Martha Roosevelt and Peter Roosevelt. I have 2 sisters, Mamie Roosevelt and Corinne Roosevelt, and a brother, Elliot Roosevelt. When I was 9, I loved the outdoors, so I made a book on bugs, snakes, and frogs that I studied for fun. Because I was sick often, I did not go to school until I went to Harvard College in Massachusetts. After that, I went to Columbia Law School. I got married in 1880 to Alice Lee, and we had a daughter named Alice. 2 days after my child was born, my wife died. My mom died on the same day on Valentine's Day in 1884. I got married again in 1886 to Edith Carroll. We had 5 children, Theodore, Kermit, Ethel, Archibald, and Clinton. I was the leader of the Rough Riders. We were most famous for fighting in the Battle of Sangamon Hill. We were creators. I was elected to be vice president in 1900 on September 6, 1901. President McKinley was shot. When he died on September 14, I automatically became president. I was elected president again in 1904. John Shearing shot me during one of my speeches. But my glasses case protected me from the bullet. I was in, but I completed my 90-minute speech. I helped make the Panama Canal because I love the outdoors. I created 5 national parks, including Mesa Verde National Park. Once I dressed up in a coat and hat to check if the police were doing their jobs. They were not. One was even sleeping. I said many famous things. One of the quotes people often remember is, "Believe you can, and you are halfway there." I was the only president to get the Medal of Honor and the Nobel Peace Award. I got a blood clot in my lung. After a stay in the hospital, I came home and died in my sleep on January 6, 1919. I will always be remembered for my courage, honesty, and leadership as 26th President of the United States of America.
Hi, my name is Jim Bridger. I was famous because I was a trader in the wilderness guide in the Rocky Mountains. I was born on March 17, 1804 in Richmond, Virginia. Then I moved to St. Louis, Missouri. The parents were Cole and James Bridger. When I was 14, my mom, dad, and my brother died. My sister and I went to live with my aunt. I didn't learn how to read or write because I lived in the wilderness, and there were no schools. I married a Native American from the Shoshone tribe, and my children were Mary Ann, William, Flex, and Josephine. I was known as a mountain. I was famous because I had a lot of knowledge of the Rocky Mountain Territory. I had a great memory and became an excellent guide. I made maps on buffalo skin using charcoal. Found new ways to cross the Rocky Mountains. The pass through the mountains was named after me and was used by the Pony Express. I took people to see what is now Yellowstone National Park. I also helped establish trading posts. Some Native Americans fought Mountain during the battle. I was shot in the back with 2 arrowheads. My friend got 1 arrowhead out but could not get the other one out. Years later, I traveled to Oregon and found a doctor that took out the 2nd arrowhead. I learned to speak many languages of the Native Americans. During the summers, the Mountain Men and the Native Americans met to trade goods. I traded beaver pelts for food, gunpowder, traps, and other goods. Later in my life, I lived on a farm near Kansas City, Missouri. By 1875, I became blind. I owned a dog that kept me from getting lost. I died on July 17, 1881 at the age of 78. My good friend, General Dodge, carved a monument at my grave so people will not forget me. People will always remember me as a famous mountain man in the Rocky Mountain Territory.
My name is Susan B. Anthony. I am most famous for getting the right to vote for women. I was born on February 15, 1820 in Adams, Massachusetts. My parents were Daniel and Lucy Anthony. I was the second born of 8 children. I was a bright child and learned to read and write by the age of only 3. My family moved to Battinsville, New York when I was only 6, and I started going to the district school there. However, when the teacher refused to teach me long division, only because I was a girl, my parents took me out of the school and hired a teacher to teach me at home. My parents were Quakers, and they believed that people, all people, slave or free, men or women, were equals. And as I grew older, I realized that women truly did not have the same rights as men. I mean, after all, in many places we couldn't own land, we couldn't get an equal education, and we couldn't vote. I became friends with Elizabeth Cady Stanton, who also thought that women should have the right to vote. And we started traveling around the United States giving speeches about women's rights. Did you know that I voted illegally with a group of 14 women in the 1872 presidential election? Yes, you need to thank me, Ulysses. We were later jailed for that and fined. I never did pay that fine, by the way. When I was 80 years old, President McKinley invited me to celebrate my 80th birthday at the White House. I died at the age of 86 in 1906. 14 years later, women were finally given the right to vote with the ratifying of the 19th Amendment of the Constitution to the United States of America. The amendment was called the Susan B. Anthony Amendment. People say that my speeches made an impact on this. I was the first real woman to be depicted on currency in 1979 with a dollar coin. I will always be remembered for fighting for women's rights. Thank you very much.